I think my first official app design was from 2012, 2011, 2012, I think. Oh, 2010, my bad. Which was, I think, my real on purpose exploration of design things for a split camera app thingy. And even then, I already was like had some sort of knowledge on it, probably before that. But the why is really simple. I'm a mechanical engineer, like someone who do CNC work in my school. And one of my teachers died during the year by taking a piece of the CNC in the head. And that basically told me, you know what, I'm gonna go the fuck out of close to these machines. So yeah, after that, I came interested in the digital world, like something where I can just sit my ass and not be scared. That's the why. It's one of these things. And so one of the pieces right here, one of the three pieces that are supposed to hold the metal piece that you are machining, like CNC, all that, was set one teeth off and not screwed in properly by the student. And it made a noise. And so the teacher came in front of the machine to check, and the thing flew out. I wasn't in that class. It was like in my school, not like my professor. So I not directly impacted, but still impacted. And the machine that we had was one of the obviously latest-ish at the time type of machine that had a massive plexiglass shield in front of the thing to ensure that if the breeze or things go through, you're fine. It went through that, and yeah, kind of put me back in my place on yeah, I'm gonna sit down. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and sit down and not touch these things. Yeah, now sometimes my TikTok feed is feeding me these videos, some of the CNC fails, which are like the most anxiety inducing things that I have in my feed, or some of them that are good. But every time, even if it's like a successful CNC machining for something, my whole body is tensing when I'm seeing that, and I see how it moves, how fast it moves, all that, and I'm like, can't do that. But yeah, right through that. Anyways, so that's the why. After that happened, I started to be interested in digital form. Also because at the time, my goal was to work for Sony Ericsson at the time for smartphone and creating like smartphones, design like devices and all that. And instead of looking at the body of the phone, I turned it over and I looked at the screens. I was like, yeah, I can do that. That's gonna work. I had this bitch, which has been stolen from me, but this one was one of the first of Sony that had like a touch screen that had the ability to use the pen, it was located right there, to write on the screen, and you can write letters like you write letters on a piece of paper, and you could do that in here. And then someone in my school stole it from me. This was a brick though. This was a massive, hefty thing. I think now that I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at that teeny tiny preview right here, it's probably the length of it is probably the width of this one. So not really coming from a dev or design background per se, just a family where my grandmother was a painter, the other grandmother was a pottery maker, like creating sculptures and shit. My dad was a coach for singing, using your voice and all that. And my mom, which is fun because I am dyslexic, but my mom was a speech therapist. I'm still dyslexic. That doesn't change anything.